today. So today is very special day because today I am not going to teach. Today our friend is going to teach us and she is Sudevi. Yes.
It's Sudevi's presentation.
Yes, Sudevi's presentation. We were amazed seeing how Ryan presented Thursday, right? Now we are going amazed by seeing
presentation was on January on February 25.
Wow, very nice, very nice. So now we will see how our Sudevi is going to make us mesmerized with her presentation. Before she starts, I wanted to give her a introduction. Sudevi is, how old is Sudevi? Do you think that she's very big? No.
She's 5.
She's very little girl. How old is she? She's just 6 years old. She loves to read. Oh my God, she's just 6 years and she just wants to read. What she wants to read? She's loving to read only devotional service books, mostly devotional service. Like that is Ramayan, Mahabharat, Bhagavatam stories. Wow. Look, she's not reading any Harry Potter books, all these books, right? She's spending her time with Krishna, Ramayan, Mahabharat, and Bhagavatam stories. And she likes to enact the pastimes. Look at her pretty eyes. Her eyes shows the expressions, right? Very nice, always. So she loved to enact also. Hope I could see something she's enacting today at the end. I will see what she's going to enact from her story. And her hobbies, look at her hobbies. Drawing, painting, and jewelry making. Her hobbies are like watching TV or watching movie. No, what's her hobbies? Her hobbies are so nice. She's showing her pure devotional service to the Lord. Like she wants to draw Krishna pictures and paint and jewelry making for the deities. Such a great kid. And she also helps her mother in making prasadam. So nice. Good job, Sudevi. And she also loved to attend all Bhakti Sangha classes, kids classes. And one more important thing, she started even joining mid-morning classes and she chants every day mid-morning. Being a homeschooling kid, she got that opportunity to take a station even for the adult classes. Very nice. Nice to hear you, Sudevi, every day on mid-morning chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And she loves all the teachers. So nice. Yes, because our love shows when we reciprocate reciprocate to the teacher. Like when teacher is teaching you something, we ask you to draw and send a picture. She's the first person to send all the pictures, whatever she's drawing. That shows the love for the teachers, right? She's very good in that, and she loves all the teachers. And she's very grateful to all the teachers because they are giving Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, rhymes, and Sanskrit, Devanagari, all this in a fun and interactive way. That's why she loves all the teachers. And all teachers likes us so much. And love you, Sudevi. You inspired, especially for me to speak Vrinda, whatever you draw. And after that, your picture comes out in the group. She sits and she draws like you. She tried to draw like you, but she never comes there. But she will one day, definitely, because she's trying to learn from you, right? Hare Krishna, please take over the call. I'm waiting to hear from you.
Hare Krishna Mataji, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, Sudevi.
Are you able to hear my video? Sorry, hear my voice?
Yes, hear your voice, see you. Yes, I can see you and hear you also.
Hey Guru Pranam. Om Agnyatimidantasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahim Tadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shiyata Padakamadam Shri Gurun Vaisnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shivsha Kanditamscha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gauravuktavinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So tomorrow is Shivaratri. So I was I thought to say a few things about Lord Shiva. Who is Lord Shiva and how does he come into being? So first, to know Lord Shiva, we have to know how does he come into being. So at the time of material creation, Lord Krishna expands himself into Balram, and Balram expands himself into Sankarsana, and Sankarsana expands into Narayana, and Narayana expands into second Sankarsana or Mahasankarsana. And this Mahasankarsana will expand into Mahavishnu. Another name of Mahavishnu is Karanodakshaya Vishnu. Karana means cause, Udaka means water, and Chai means sleep. So he's sleeping on the causal ocean. And what is he doing? He is doing pranayama. He's inhaling and exhaling. So when he exhales from the pores of his body, many universes come out. Here you may not be able to see clearly how. Yeah, so many universes come out from the pores of his body. And in each universe, Mahavishnu expands into Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Garbha means womb, Udaka means water, and Chai means sleep. So, he is sleeping on the Garbhodaka ocean, or his own sweat. And from his womb, a lotus flower grows. And in the lotus flower, Lord Brahma is also. Who is sitting? Lord Brahma. And this Brahma is thinking, who am I? Where am I born from? Where am I? So he'll go, holding the stem, he'll go down and down and down. But he doesn't find anything. So he was so tired. And then he climbed up and up. And then he sat back in his flower. So then he in his heart he heard tapa, tapa, tapa. And he did tapasya. And by his tapasya, he created 14 planetary systems. And these are Satyaloka, Lord Brahma's abode, and then Tapaloka, Janaloka, 7 sages. Where 7 sages are Maharloka, Swargaloka, Bhuvarloka. These are the upper planetary systems. The middle planetary system is Bhurloka, where we reside, and the lower planetary systems are Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Tala, Tala, Mahatala, Satala, Patala. Now, who are gonna maintain these planetary systems? So, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu again expands into Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. Kshira means milk, Udaka means water, and Chai means sleep. So he expands into Kshirodaksha Vishnu. And Kshirodaksha Vishnu is lying on the Kshira or milk ocean. And this Kshirodaksha Vishnu will expand into Paramatma. And this Paramatma will enter into the hearts of each and every living being, not just living being, even into the atoms. Now, Garbhodaksha Vishnu has to impregnate these jivas into the material nature. So he is light and Maya is darkness. So if he tries to touch Maya, then Maya will run away. So how to do it? So Garbhodaksha Vishnu will glance at material nature. And this material nature, and that glance is none other than Lord Shambhu or Shiva. And Lord Shiva will impregnate the jivas, kala and karma into the material nature. The moment Krishna contacts the material energy, he becomes Lord Shiva. The proper way to understand Lord Shiva in the relation to Lord Krishna is explained in Sri Brahma Samhita 545. Kshiram yata dadi vikara vishesha yugat sanjayate nahi tata pratagasti hetuho yashambhutam api tata samupaiti karyad govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Lord Krishna is like milk and Lord Shiva is like yogurt. When milk contracts culture, the milk becomes transformed into yogurt. Similarly, when Lord Krishna comes in contact with material energy, he turns into Lord Shiva. So this is the second extension of Lord Shiva. At the time of creation, Lord Brahma was the secondary creator. So he was creating he wanted to create more progeny. So he created children, but all of his children turned into brahmacharis. And finally he created the 4 Kumaras. And he told them, you have to get married and you have to create more progeny. But they said, this is what is going to happen when you grow up. Brahma said, yeah, this is what is going to happen. So they said then, so they self-cursed themselves that we will never grow up big. So then Lord Brahma became very angry, and from between his eyebrows, a crying baby comes out, who is Rudra. And this one Rudra in no time will expand into 11 Rudras. And the 11 Rudras will say, we'll help you in creation. But they'll start destroying everything. So then Brahma said, no, don't do this. You go to the Himalayas, you would do bhakti and you'll be happy. I don't need you now. Yeah. At the time of destruction, Lord Shiva will dance and destruct. How wonderful destructing. Everything is a pastime for Lord Shiva. In the right hand, he holds a dambru, and the left hand, he'll hold a fire, and with the rhythm of his dancing, he destroys everything. Let's see the glories of Lord Shiva. Swayambhur Narada Shambhu Kumaro Kapilo Manu Prahlado Janako Bhishmo Balarvaya Sakirvayam. There are 12 Mahajanas, or the great devotees who guide all of the human society by their instructions. And they are Lord Brahma, Bhagwan Narada, the 4 Kumaras, Lord Kapila, the son of Devaki, Swambhu Manu, Prahalad Maharaj, Janak Maharaj, grandfather Bhishma, Bali Maharaj, Shukadev Goswami, Yamaraj, and one of them is also Shambhu, Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is the greatest devotee. Bhagavatam says, Nimnaganam yata ganga devanam achyuto yata vaishnavanam yata shambhu purananam idam tata. Of the rivers, the greatest is the Ganges. Of deities, Lord Achyuta is the greatest. Of sacred scriptures, the greatest is Srimad Bhagavatam. So of all the Vaishnavas, the greatest is Shambhu, Lord Shiva. The very word Shiva means good fortune or auspiciousness. He is the most auspicious personality, and all the great yogis approach him for this reason. On the other hand, he hangs out with the most inauspicious beings like ghosts, spirits, goblins, and spends nights at crematoriums and covers himself with ash for funeral prayers. Why does he do this? It is because of his compassion and kindness. He gives shelter to those creatures so that they become gradually purified of that condition and take a proper material body and progress further. Another example of Lord Shiva's compassion we can see during the churning of the milk ocean. So at the time of the churning of the milk ocean, on one side the demigods were churning and on another side demons were churning. In order to extract the nectar from the ocean, using Vasuki as the churning rope and Mandra mountain as the churning rod. But the first thing that came out of the ocean was poison, was a very deadly poison called hala hala. And this poison was spreading throughout the whole universe, and they realized that it would soon destroy all living beings. So all of the demigods went to Lord Vishnu and they asked him they begged him for help, but Lord Vishnu wanted to give credit to Lord Shiva. So he said, you all go to my devotee Shiva. So all of the demigods headed by Lord Shiva headed by Lord Vishnu, went to Lord Shiva and they offered many wonderful prayers to Lord Shiva. And he got pleased, and here he consulted Bhavani, and after receiving her permission, he went and he drank the poison. It had swelled up into an ocean, but Lord Shiva concentrated all of it into his palms. And the concentrated poison was even more venomous. And he drank that. And Mother Parvati, out of anxiety, she held Lord Shiva's throat. And as a result, Lord Shiva's throat became bluish black. And therefore, from that day, he was called Nilakanta or Kalakanta. And the devotees see this as a decoration on Lord Shiva's body. In this pastime, we can see how compassionate Lord Shiva is. He doesn't want other living beings to suffer, but is ready for himself to suffer any kind of danger. Lord Shiva is very easily pleased, and therefore he is called Ashutosh. There's a nice story in the Bhagavatam about the demon Vrikasura. Vrikasura was a very powerful demon, but still he wasn't satisfied. So he asked Narad Muni that who will be most pleased. So Narad Muni said, "That's Lord Shiva. Go and worship Lord Shiva." So he went to snowy Kedarnath, and there he lit a fire sacrifice, and that was like Gora Yagna. It was Gora Yagna. He was cutting off his own flesh from his body, and he was putting it on the sacrifice for 7 days. But still Lord Shiva did not come. So then he was ready to chop off his own head and put it on the sacrifice. At that time, Lord Shiva immediately appeared. And he said, "Stop, Rika. What do you want? I don't need your head." So I said, "Whoever's head I touch, it should immediately burst into 100 pieces." It should chatter. So he said, "Oh, this is what you want? Okay. This is not good for you, but take it. Okay." But Rekasura was not satisfied. He was not satisfied at all. He wanted to touch the very person who gave him the bone. So he reached up to touch Lord Shiva's head. He wanted to touch Lord Shiva's head and take away his beautiful wife Gauri. So then he was about to touch. So then Lord Shiva started running, and he went to all the heavenly planets, and he begged the presiding deities to help, but the demigods couldn't help at all. He started running, and then he went to Vaikuntha, and in Vaikuntha he saw a small, pretty Brahmana boy with soft speech, and this Brahmana boy will stop Rekasura. He'll say, "Rika, your body is very important. You have to give some rest to your body. Okay, you have to give some rest to your body. Why are you running? Please tell me. Can I help you?" So I said, "I want to touch Shiva's head." So I said, "Oh, that's what you want? Okay." He has become mad when his father-in-law Daksha cursed him. His words are just a madman's words. You cannot trust him. You touch your own head and say it won't burst at all. Then you go and kill that foolish Lord Shiva. So this foolish Rikasura, he will trust this Brahmana boy, and he will touch his own head, and what will happen? He will explode and he will die. And do you know who was that Brahmana boy who stopped Rikasura? It was none other than Lord Vishnu. And then Mother Parvati and Lord Shiva will go and offer wonderful prayers to Lord Krishna and Vishnu and for saving them. Lessons that we can learn from the story is that we should be careful what we ask for. Otherwise, like Bhasmasura, we may ask something foolish, and with that benediction, we'll burst our own head. Lord Shiva is the personality of Godhead, but is not the supreme personality of Godhead. That applies only to Lord Krishna. Lord Shiva is the most greatest devotee of the Lord. Vaishnavanam yata Shambhu. He is most pleased when we approach him for pure devotion. My dear Lord Shiva, please show me the way to get Krishna. Please give me devotion to Lord Krishna. And in fact, this is what pleases him the most. Oh hey, Vaishnava Thakura, Doyara Sagara, Hedase Kuruna Kori, Hedase Kuruna Kori. Diya pada chaya, shuddho hai amaya. Diya pada chaya, shuddho hai amaya. तुम्हारा चरणा दो तुम्हारा चरणा दोरी तुम्हारा चरणा दोरी तुम्हारा चरणा दोरी छाया बेगा तुम्ही छाया दोष शुद्धि छाया बेगा तुम्ही छाया दोष शुद्धि छाया गुण देहो दासे छाया गुण देहो दासे छाया साता संगा देहो है हमारे छाया साता संगा देहो है हमारे बोशेचे संगेरा आशे बोशेचे संगेरा आशे एकाकी আমার নাহি পায়া বালা একাকি আমার নাহি পায়া বালা হরিনাম সংকীর্তনি হরিনাম সংকীর্তনি তুমি কৃপা করি শতবিন্দু দিয়া তুমি কৃপা করি শতবিন্দু দিয়া देहो कृष्ण नाम दानी देहो कृष्ण नाम दानी कृष्ण से तुम्हार कृष्ण जीते पारो कृष्ण से तुम्हार कृष्ण जीते पारो तुम्हारे शक्ति आछी तुम्हारे शक्ति आछे আমি তো कंगाल कृष्ण कृष्ण बोली আমি তো कंगाल कृष्ण कृष्ण बोली যাই তবা পাছে পাছে যাই তবা পাছে পাছে ओ हे वैष्णव ठाकुर वैष्णव ठाकुर वैष्णव ठाकुर जय वैष्णव ठाकुर जय वैष्णव ठाकुर वैष्णव ठाकुर वैष्णव ठाकुर जय वैष्णव ठाकुर हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मोचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
Hare Krishna, Sudevi. Beautiful presentation, Sudevi. It was so nice to hear from you. And as I already said, that you were in your expressions that you are telling, like how that Shiva was created, and then what instead of creating, he was destroying. He was destroying. That how the way you were telling it is so beautiful, and also how Vrikrasura demon, right? That story also you said so beautifully. And turning of milk ocean, what had happened when first who came and drank the poison, right? Everything, and how Vishnu and Lord Shiva. What's the difference between Vishnu and Lord Shiva? That yogurt. You have quoted Brahma Samhita sloka. It is so nice, very beautiful. Everything in at the last bhajan. I am so amazed how beautifully you have presented this. Thank you so much. I pray to Lord Krishna that you keep doing this and make many devotees around you. Like, so beautiful. This class should be seen by each and every kid and adults so that they get to become devotee like you. Such a beautiful presentation. I really love you. So nice. Rebold, please continue doing
Mommy,
this.
can I say?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Sudevi, I really like your class. It's really good class, and I really love it because it teaches you the lesson that you shouldn't be like really like you know how Mitra, what's his name? Vitrasura, he was making fire. Did he put the fire there and Shiva got there? Yeah, so he put the fire there and Shiva.
Yeah, he took the boon and he wants to use it for bad purpose.
Yeah, he wants to use it for bad purpose. When we get a boon from Shiva or some of the lords or anything, we should use it nicely. And that's what I understood. And I really like your class. And I like how you always teach me how to draw.
Thank you, Vrinda. Okay, now I open the forum for all the kids. But see, one after the other, okay? Don't go like everybody together, we can't hear. Ryan, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Devi, I like your presentation and your slokas.
Thank you, Ryan.
Hare Krishna Devi, I like your presentation.
Raghu, I couldn't hear you.
Thank you, Sudevi. I really liked your presentation.
Thank you, Raghu.
Hare Krishna, this is my life. Really like your presentation, Sudevi.
Thank you, Maitli.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Sudevi. I love your class.
Thank you, Tashita.
Now speak, Pushpa.
Hare Krishna, Sudevi. I really love your presentation.
Thank you, Tashita.
Hare Krishna, Sudevi. I like your presentation because you do nice activities, and your budget was really good.
Thank you, Garangi.
Hare Krishna, Sudevi. I like your presentation. I love your side, and especially I love your stories and your budget. Hare Krishna, Sudevi. Hare Krishna, Sudevi.
Thank you, Genevieve.
Hare Krishna, Sudevi. I really like your presentation.
Thank you, Vikram and Kashi.
I like you.
Sudevi, Hare Krishna, Sudevi.
Hare Krishna, Sudevi.
Didi, जोर से बोल.
Didi, that is a good presentation.
I liked it so much.
I liked it so much.
I like the way how you glorified Lord Shiva.
I like the way to glorify your Shiva.
And I liked your bhajan.
I like your bhajan. Thank you, Didi.
Hare Krishna, Mother.
Yeah, muted.
अच्छी लग रही है क्लास.
Thank you, Mother.
Hare Krishna, Sudevi. My name is Gauranga. I love your class very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Garanga.
Hare Krishna, Sudevi. I love your presentation very much.
Thank you, Meera.
Hare Krishna, Sudevi. I really liked your presentation.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Sudevi, very beautiful presentation with wonderful stories. And I liked your expressions when you were talking about Ritrasra story, churning of the milk ocean. And in the beginning, you talked about the causal ocean and so many different points, beautiful shlokas in reference. Very nice, very well presented. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed.
Thank you, Mataji.
And I remember last time when Ryan was saying, you said that such a small kid, how he can present, as if like you were 60-year-old. You were also 6-year-old and you were also such a small kid and you presented such a nice way and you amazed all of us. Being adults, we were like, wow. Especially to me, if you give me the topic, I can present like you. You were wonderful. So many things to learn from you, Sudevi. So sweet of you. So nice to see you. Your
Thank you,
parents are very,
Mataji.
very lucky. All glories to your parents. Reebol.
Thank you, Mataji.
So now I guess there is no time for a moral story. I have prepared one moral story. We will go to breakout. Before going to breakout, let's offer our obeisances to all Vaishnavas and just say thanks to Sudevi, all of us. Okay. Vancha kalpatarobhyasya kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo nama Ananta Koti Vaishnavrindi ki jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai Sudevi ki jai.
Mataji ki jai.
Yay, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much, Sudevi. And I move everybody to breakout. Please click on join and go. Mataji, you have PPT with you, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Stopping the live. Stopping.